They were born 11 minutes apart. Jake first, then Ryan. Identical twins. Same face, same voice, same fingerprints, genetically indistinguishable. Growing up in El Paso, Texas, people could never tell them apart. Not their teachers, not their friends, not even their own grandmother. But their mother could. Jake leads, Ryan follows, she'd say. Always been that way. 11 minutes, but it matters. It was true. Jake was the one who climbed the tree first. Ryan followed. Jake was the one who got in the first fight at school. Ryan backed him up. Jake decided they should play football. Ryan agreed. Two bodies, one decision-making unit. The Martinez twins. Inseparable. When they turned 18 in 2005, Jake made another decision. I'm enlisting. Marines. Ryan didn't hesitate. Then I'm enlisting too. Their mother cried. Their father, a Vietnam veteran, understood. You don't have to both go. One of you could stay. Go to college. Be safe. Jake and Ryan looked at each other. That twin thing people talk about, the silent communication, the shared understanding without words. It was real. They'd had it their whole lives. We're both going, Ryan said. Always together, Jake added. At the recruiter's office, they signed up on the same day. But there was a problem. The Marines had slots for one. The Army had slots for one. They couldn't both go Marines. They couldn't both go Army. The recruiter, Sergeant Davis, explained apologetically, you'll be in different branches, different training, different deployments, but you'll both serve. Jake and Ryan looked at each other again. That's silent communication. It's fine, Jake said. I'll go Marines. You go Army. You sure? Ryan asked. We're serving together, just in different uniforms. Still brothers. Still together in the way that matters. Ryan nodded. Understood. 11 minutes apart at birth. Guess we can handle being apart now. Their mother cried harder at that. Boot camp separated them physically for the first time in their lives. Jake went to Paris Island. Ryan went to Fort Benning. 3 months without seeing each other. Without that twin connection they'd relied on for 18 years. Jake called when he could. It's weird, man. I reach for you to back me up and you're not there. Same, Ryan said. Drill sergeant yells at me and I look for you. Nobody there. We'll deploy together though, right? Eventually. Has to happen. Only so many war zones. We're bound to end up in the same place. They were wrong. Jake's first deployment, Iraq 2006. Ryan's first deployment, Afghanistan 2006. Different countries, different wars, different enemies. Jake, where are you? Ryan, Helmand Province. You. Jake, Fallujah. Opposite sides of the world, brother. Figures. Even the military can't keep twins together. They laughed, but it hurt. Second deployment. Jake, Afghanistan 2008. Ryan, Iraq 2008. They'd switched. Still opposite. Third deployment. Jake, Iraq 2010. Ryan, Afghanistan 2010. Back to the original opposite. It became a dark joke between them. Every deployment, they'd call when they could, compare locations. Always different, always separated. The military, in its infinite bureaucratic wisdom, had managed to keep identical twins apart for their entire service. It's like they're doing it on purpose, Ryan said during a satellite call in 2011. 15 years, man. 15 years we've been doing this. Not once have we been in the same place. Do you think we ever will? Jake paused. I don't know anymore. Maybe this is just how it is. We serve, but we serve apart. Doesn't feel right though. No, it doesn't. By 2020, Jake was a gunnery sergeant in the Marines. Ryan was a master sergeant in the Army. Both had been promoted. Both had been decorated. Both were respected in their units. And both had spent 15 years in the military without ever serving on the same battlefield as their twin brother. They'd taken leave together a few times. Christmases at home in El Paso. Their father's funeral in 2015, cancer. Their mother's remarriage in 2017. Family moments, civilian moments, but never a military moment. never the shared experience of combat they'd both imagined when they enlisted together. Remember when we signed up? Jake said during Christmas 2019. They were in their mother's backyard, beers in hand, watching the sun set. We thought we'd be fighting side by side. Yeah, Ryan said. Thought we'd have each other's backs. Like always. Instead, we've had 15 years of phone calls and stay safe, brother, and hoping the other guy makes a home. You ever regret it? Enlisting. Jake considered. No, but I regret not being there with you. I've had Marines watching my back. Good Marines. Some of the best. But they're not you. Same. I've had soldiers I'd die for. But they're not my brother. They clinked bottles. Silent understanding. The twin thing. Still there after all these years, even across continents and deployments. In January 2020, Jake got orders. Syria. Joint operation. Marines and Army working together on a special operation to clear ISIS remnants from a specific region. Big mission. High priority. He called Ryan to tell him. Syria. Leaving in 2 weeks. Be safe, brother. Always am. You got anything coming up? Actually, yeah. Just got orders today. Syria. Joint operation. Some big mission clearing ISIS. Silence on the line. Both of them processing. Ryan. Did you just say Syria? Yeah. You. Yeah. Joint operation. Yeah. Longer silence. Then both of them at the same time. Holy shit. After 15 years. 15 years of opposite deployments, of different countries, of separated service. Finally, the same mission, the same battlefield. When do you deploy? Jake asked. February 3rd. You. February 3rd. They started laughing. Couldn't stop. 15 years. Finally, their mother found them sitting in the backyard, holding their phones, laughing like idiots and crying at the same time. What's wrong? She asked, worried. Nothing's wrong, Mom, Jake said. Everything's finally right. We're deploying together. Same mission. First time in 15 years. She started crying too. The deployment brief confirmed it. Joint operation. Marines providing ground assault. Army providing support and logistics. Multiple units. Hundreds of soldiers. And somewhere in that chaos, Jake Martinez, Marines, and Ryan Martinez, Army, would finally be on the same battlefield. They flew into Syria on different transports. Arrived at the base within hours of each other. Settled into different sections. Marines on the west side, Army on the east. Different command structures. Different daily routines. But the same base. The same mission. Jake found Ryan in the mess hall the second night. Hadn't seen him in 4 months, not since Christmas. Walked up behind him. This seat taken. Ryan turned. Saw Jake. That moment of twin recognition. Same face looking back at him. 15 years. Finally, they hugged. Full embrace. Marines and Army soldiers watching. Some of them knew. Those are the Martinez brothers. Twins. First time they've deployed together. Took you long enough, Jake said, sitting down. I've been waiting for you, Ryan shot back. 15 years I've been waiting. Well, I'm here now. Try to keep up. They grinned. Same smile. Same face. Same bond. For 2 weeks, they were on the same base but different missions. Jake's Marine unit doing recon. Ryan's Army unit doing logistics. They'd see each other in passing. Wave. Nod. That silent twin communication. You good? Yeah, you? Good. Stay safe. Then came the big operation. March 15th, 2020. Combined assault on an ISIS stronghold. Every unit participating. Marines taking the village. Army providing overwatch and support. Finally, after 15 years, Jake and Ryan would be on the same battlefield. Not in the same unit. Command wouldn't allow that. But close. Close enough. The night before the mission, they found each other. This is it, Jake said. Tomorrow we finally do what we always said we do. Fight together, Ryan finished. You nervous? About the mission? No. About something happening to you and me being there to see it? Terrified. Jake nodded. Understood completely. Same. 15 years, I've been worried about you dying on some battlefield I'm not at. Now I'm worried about you dying on a battlefield I am at. At least if something happens, we'll be together. Nothing's going to happen. We've both made it 15 years. We're not dying on our first mission together. Promise. Promise. They shook hands, then hugged. Twin brothers. Finally on the same battlefield. Finally getting to keep the promise they'd made 15 years ago. The mission launched at 0600 hours. Jake's Marine unit moved through the village, building to building, clearing rooms. Standard urban combat. Ryan's Army unit was positioned on the ridge overlooking the village. Overwatch, providing cover fire and intelligence. For the first hour, everything went smoothly. The village was less defended than expected. ISIS had pulled back. The Marines were making good progress. Jake was in the second wave, clearing the southern section. Then the trap sprung. ISIS hadn't pulled back. They'd repositioned. Let the Marines push deep into the village, then hit them from behind. Cut off their retreat. Ambush. Professional. Deadly. Jake's squad found themselves pinned down in a 3-story building, taking fire from multiple directions. Their radio operator was hit. Radio damaged. They could receive but not transmit clearly. They could hear command trying to coordinate rescue, but command couldn't hear them confirm. Jake tried anyway. Keyed the radio. This is Martinez, 2nd Squad Marines. We are pinned down, grid 3-7-4-2, taking heavy fire. Need immediate support. I repeat, this is Martinez, pinned down. Static. Then command. Martinez, say again. Broken transmission. Repeat your location. Jake tried again. Martinez, grid 3-7-4-2. Pinned down. 8 Marines. Running low on ammo. Need support now. On the ridge, 3 kilometers away, Ryan was monitoring the command net. Routine overwatch. Boring. He was watching different sectors, providing intelligence on ISIS movement. Standard support role. Then he heard it. Through the static, through the broken transmission. Martinez pinned down. Ryan's blood went cold. Martinez. Common name. Lots of Martinez in the military. But the voice. That voice. He knew that voice. Had heard it his entire life. Would know it anywhere. That was his brother. Ryan keyed his own radio. Command, this is Master Sergeant Martinez, Army. I just heard a broken transmission from a Martinez calling for support. Marines, can you confirm location? Stand by, Army Martinez. Yes, we have a Marine squad pinned down. Martinez is the squad leader. Grid 3-7-4-2. But we can't get clear comms. Broken radio. That's my brother, Ryan said. Not asking, stating. His lieutenant looked at him. Your brother. My twin brother, Jake Martinez. Marines. We deployed together for the first time ever. That's him. He's pinned down. The lieutenant understood immediately. Command, this is Army Lieutenant Perkins. Requesting permission to send a rescue team to grid 3-7-4-2. We have eyes on the location and we've got a personal stake. Negative, Perkins. Marines are organizing QRF. ETA 15 minutes. Hold position. 15 minutes. Ryan looked at the village. 3 kilometers. He could see the building where Jake was pinned. Could see the ISIS fighters moving to flank it. 15 minutes his brother might not have. Sir, Ryan said carefully. Respectfully. That's my brother. I've waited 15 years to be on the same battlefield as him. I'm not waiting 15 more minutes while he dies. Martinez, you have your orders. Hold position. Ryan looked at his lieutenant. The lieutenant looked back. Then quietly, I didn't hear that, Sergeant. Radio must be broken. You understand? Ryan understood. He grabbed his rifle, tapped 3 soldiers, his best. You 3, with me. We're going to get my brother. They moved down the ridge. Fast. Professional. Ryan wasn't just running to save a Marine squad. He was running to save his twin, the person who'd been with him since before birth, the other half of himself. Jake, in the building, was running the math. 8 Marines. Ammunition down to last few magazines. ISIS closing in. QRF still 10 minutes out minimum. They were going to be overrun. He keyed the radio again. "This is Martinez. If anyone can hear this, we're not going to make it. Tell my family, tell my brother." He couldn't finish. "What do you say? Tell my brother I'm sorry I won't be at the next Christmas?" Then he heard it. Gunfire. Close. But not aimed at them. Aimed at the ISIS positions surrounding them. Jake looked out the window. Saw 4 soldiers, army uniforms, advancing on their position. Engaging ISIS from a completely unexpected angle. Disrupting the ambush. One of the soldiers looked up at the building. Jake saw his face. Same face. Looking at his own face. Impossible. But real. Ryan. Ryan sprinted the last 50 meters to the building. His 3-man team providing cover. Reached the entrance. Cleared it. Ran up the stairs. Jake met him on the 2nd floor. They stared at each other. 15 years. Hundreds of missions. Thousands of firefights. Never together. Until now. "Took you long enough," Jake said. "I've been here the whole time," Ryan said. "Just had to find you." They didn't hug. Middle of combat. But the look they shared said everything. Brothers. Twins. Finally fighting side by side. "You got a way out?" Jake asked. "Yeah. Back the way I came." "You got wounded?" "2. We can move them." "Then let's move." Ryan's team covered the retreat. Ryan and Jake carried the wounded Marines. Moving together. Naturally. Like they trained together their whole lives. In a way, they had. Different units, different branches, but same instincts. Same tactical thinking. Same blood. They made it back to Army lines. The Marines were retrieved. No Kia. 2 wounded but stable. Mission success. Jake and Ryan, covered in dust and blood, none of it theirs, stood next to an Army Humvee, catching their breath. "You know you're going to get in trouble for that," Jake said. "Cross-unit rescue without authorization. Worth it. 15 years we waited for this. To fight together, to have each other's backs. Like we always said we would." Ryan nodded. "Yeah, worth the wait." Jake laughed. "Exhausted, relieved, overwhelmed. Took you 15 years to save my ass. You're welcome. I mean it. Thank you. You didn't have to." "Jake, you're my brother, my twin. You think I was going to sit on a ridge and listen to you die? 15 years I've been waiting to be here, to be able to actually do something if you needed me. No way I was wasting that." They looked at each other. That twin understanding. No more words needed. The command wasn't happy about the unauthorized rescue. Lieutenant Perkins got a reprimand. Ryan got a formal warning. But they also both got recommended for commendations. Because the mission worked. 8 Marines saved. 0 friendly Kia. And the story of twin brothers, separated for 15 years, finally on the same battlefield, one saving the other. That was good for morale. The story spread fast. Through the Marines, through the Army, through the entire base. The Martinez twins. 15 years apart. First mission together. One saves the other's life. Soldiers who'd never met them knew the story. Would point them out in the mess hall. That's them. The twins. Army guy saved Marine guy. Jake and Ryan took the attention with good humor. But privately, between them, it was something deeper. "I've spent 15 years feeling incomplete," Jake said one night. They were sitting on the roof of a building, watching the Syrian sunset. Couple beers smuggled from somewhere. Every deployment, every mission, there was this piece missing. It was you, my brother, the person who's supposed to be there. "Same," Ryan said. "I'd be in the middle of a firefight and I'd think, Jake would know what to do here. Or Jake would have my back right now. And you weren't there. And I understood why, different branches, different commands. But understanding didn't make it hurt less. And now I feel complete. Like the thing that's been missing for 15 years finally clicked back into place." "Yeah, me too." They clinked bottles. "Think we'll deploy together again?" Ryan asked. "I don't know. Probably not." Military being what it is. But we had this one mission where we actually got to do what we always said we'd do. Fight together. Watch each other's backs. That's enough. Is it? Jake thought about it. It has to be. We don't control where the military sends us. But we had today, and that's more than we've had in 15 years. The deployment ended in May 2020. Jake back to Camp Pendleton. Ryan to Fort Bragg. Different coasts. Again. But something had changed. The missing piece wasn't missing anymore. They'd had their moment. The moment they'd been waiting 15 years for. And knowing they'd had it, knowing it was real, that was enough. They called each other more often after that. Not just the obligatory stay safe calls. Real conversations. About life. About service. About what comes next. I'm thinking about retiring, Jake said in late 2020. 20 years next year. I've done my time. Yeah, Ryan said. I'm thinking the same. We're not getting younger. What do you think you'll do after? I don't know. Something with you, maybe. We spent 15 years apart in the military. Let's not spend the rest of our lives apart. Business together? Why not? The Martinez brothers, finally working on the same team. In 2021, they both retired. Jake with 20 years. Ryan with 20 years. Both honorably. Both decorated. Both proud of their service. They started a security consulting firm in El Paso, Martinez Brothers Security. Finally, after 20 years of being separated by the military, they were working together. Same office, same clients, same team. Their mother was thrilled. My boys, finally together, like you were supposed to be. In 2023, they were invited to speak at a military conference. Topic: Brotherhood and Service. Jake spoke first. Ryan and I enlisted together in 2005. We thought we'd be fighting side by side from day one. Instead, we spent 15 years on opposite sides of the world. Different branches, different units, different wars. Every deployment, we'd call each other, compare locations. Always different, always apart. Ryan continued. For 15 years, I worried about Jake dying on some battlefield I'd never see. Never know what happened. Just get a phone call. And I wouldn't be there. Couldn't do anything. Then, in 2020, we finally deployed together. Syria. First time ever. Same base, different units. Close enough. And on our first mission, Jake's squad got pinned down. I heard his voice on the radio. Broken transmission. But I knew. That was my brother. Ryan ran 3 kilometers. No authorization. Just grabbed 3 soldiers and ran to get us. Because that's what brothers do. That's what twins do. You don't sit and wait when your other half needs you. Jake smiled. He saved my life. 8 Marines. And when he got to us, you know what he said? Ryan grinned. I said, took you long enough. 15 years it took, but worth the wait. The audience was silent. Then someone started clapping. Then everyone. Standing ovation. After the speech, a young soldier approached them. Sir, I'm deploying soon. My brother's already deployed. Different unit. Different country. I'm worried we won't ever serve together. Jake and Ryan looked at each other. That twin communication. Here's the truth, Ryan said. You might not. We didn't for 15 years. But that doesn't mean you're not serving together. Every time you step up, every time you do your duty, you're honoring him. And he's honoring you. The physical distance doesn't matter. The brotherhood does. And if you do get to serve together, Jake added, even for one mission, even for one moment, treasure it. Because that moment is what you've both been preparing for your whole lives. The soldier nodded. Understood. In 2025, Jake and Ryan were interviewed for a military documentary. The question, what did 15 years of separation teach you? Jake answered, it taught me that brotherhood isn't about proximity. It's about commitment. Ryan and I were never on the same battlefield for 15 years. But we were always brothers, always connected, always watching out for each other, even from opposite sides of the world. Ryan added, and it taught me that when the moment comes, When you finally get the chance to be there for the person you've been worried about for years, you don't hesitate. You run. Because that's what the 15 years of waiting were for. That's what every deployment apart was preparing you for. That one moment when you could actually make a difference. Would you do it again? The interviewer asked, knowing you'd be separated for 15 years. They looked at each other. Twin understanding. Yes, they said simultaneously. Because the separation made the reunion meaningful, Jake explained. If we'd served together the whole time, that moment in Syria would have been just another mission. But because we'd waited 15 years? Because we'd both spent those years wondering if we'd ever fight side by side? That moment became something more. It became the fulfillment of a promise we made to each other when we were 18 years old. We said we'd have each other's backs, Ryan said. Took 15 years, but we kept that promise. The documentary ended with footage of them in their security office. Same desk, same room, finally together, the Martinez brothers. Separated by the military for 15 years. United by blood forever. Jake looked at Ryan across the desk. You know what the weirdest part is? What? I don't regret the 15 years apart. Because without them, we wouldn't appreciate this. Working together. Being together. If we'd had it the whole time, we'd take it for granted. So the military did us a favor by keeping us apart? In a weird way? Yeah. Made us understand how valuable it is to have each other. Ryan smiled. Took you 15 years to figure that out. Took us both 15 years. They clinked coffee mugs. Brothers. Twins. Separated for 15 years of military service. Together for the rest of their lives. The end.